Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you a secret trick that you can use while importing and exporting vehicles in Grand Theft Auto Online to save you thousands, if not tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars over time. So by far the most frustrating part with import-export is when you're sourcing a car and you end up getting a lot of damage done to the vehicle, whether it's other players shooting the car, whether it's you're driving, NPCs jumping in front of you. Whatever the case is, getting damage on the car is just money coming out of your wallet. And when you go to sell it, it just means your profit margin is going to be less than it could have been. Now, fun fact, in case you guys didn't know, the max damage you can do to a sourced import-export car is $34,000. And trust me, it takes a lot of damage to get $34,000 done to a car. However, what's great about this tip is even if you don't get $34,000 worth of damage on the vehicle, you can still take advantage of this. It's just going to take a little bit more time. So what you're going to need for this is obviously a import-export mission, and then you're going to need some sort of vehicle that can actually push cars, that has a decent amount of torque. So something like an Insurgent or a big SUV typically works really well. So in this example right here, I am sourcing a vehicle and my objective is to kill all the guards at this big mansion and then take the Tyrant, which is a supercar. It's a top range vehicle. I think this one had the license plate Citrus on it or whatnot. So it's a very simple import-export mission that just basically has been going from point A to point B. Now, another thing is it doesn't matter what type of mission you end up getting for sourcing the car. It doesn't matter if it has a car bomb timer on it or whatever the case is, this will work regardless. So for this video, I am going to be intentionally damaging the car. I'm going to be trying to do as much damage as possible just to show you guys that it works even at crazy high amounts. But this will still work even if you have $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on a car, something that will take about 10% of your money away while sourcing the vehicle. So again, this is going to save you a ton of money here. So you guys can see here, I am running my vehicle into every light post that comes in my way. I am hitting every single car. I'm just trying to rack up a lot of damage here. And I ended up getting to my vehicle warehouse with about $13,000 worth of damage, which is a lot. That's going to be about 10 or 13% of your overall money that you're going to make if you ended up selling this vehicle instantly. So here's where the trick is going to come in place. What you want to do is park your vehicle right in front of that circle that would actually allow you to bring your car into the vehicle warehouse. It's a big golden circle. It's in different locations for different vehicle warehouses. Mine is located right in front of those big garage doors. So what I did is I pulled it right up to the curb and I ended up getting it about a meter or two in front of it. So it was close, but it was not inside of the circle. Now from here, this is what you want to do. No matter how much damage you've done to the vehicle, you want to get it all the way up to $34,000. So this is going to require you to shoot lots of parts of the car. Do not use explosives or anything like that. It will get blown up. Just use a regular machine gun or assault rifle or anything like that. You're going to have to move from the front to the back to the side in order to get all the pieces to get up to $34,000. And once you get close to $34,000, roughly around $32,000 or $33,000, what you want to do is get the Insurgent and you actually want to push the vehicle inside of where the orange circle is going to be. Now, it's very important that you do not get in the car to do this. You push the vehicle roughly to where you think the circle is going to be. That's why you get close, but not quite in. Once you've done that, you want to get back out and you want to continue doing damage to the car. Now, once you reach $34,000, you're going to see that it does not go any further. From here, what you want to do is be very careful, but you want to keep doing damage to the vehicle with guns. Now, as you start to see smoke from the car, eventually you'll notice that the repair cost of the vehicle went from $34,000 to zero. Now, this is very important. Once that repair cost hits zero, you want to get in the vehicle as quickly as possible. You've got about 5 seconds between when the repair cost will be zero and when the mission will fail. Now, if you do this successfully, it should say delivered. The Tyrus or whatever vehicle you have was delivered to the warehouse, and it will actually allow you to deliver the vehicle with zero money that you have to pay the mechanic in order to actually get the vehicle fixed and ready to sell. How awesome is that? Yes, does it take a little bit of planning, like having an insurgent located next to your vehicle warehouse? It does. But at the end of the day, you could just find a normal SUV off the street. This isn't something you have to super plan out like I did in this video today. The reason I did is so I could show you really how it's done. And what that did is essentially save me $34,000, because if I had brought my vehicle in that, I would have had to give the mechanic 34 grand, pay it, or 13,000 or 9,000, whatever your amount ends up becoming. That would mean you would just be getting less money when it came time to sell the vehicle. And that's what I did next. It was time to sell the car, so I ended up modifying my Tyrus, and it was a pretty simple mission that just had me going across the street. I ended up running into like one vehicle and lost like $62 worth of damage or something like that. But I delivered the car and I got $100,000 basically. And because I paid zero money to repair the car, my net profit was $100,000. It wasn't like $64,000. So this is something that you can really take advantage of. As I've mentioned in the past, import-export is still to this day one of the best money-making opportunities you can have. The only problem with import-export is you can damage the cargo along the way. Whereas if you're importing guns or, you know, other sorts of cargo, you really don't have to worry about it. As long as it gets from point A to point B, it's fine. But with this, it's a completely different story. So with this method, it's essentially a way in which you can bypass paying the damage fees on your import-export sourcing vehicles. So when it comes time to sell them, you'll have a greater net profit. So I think this is incredibly useful. It didn't take me much time at all, really, to do that. And when you get in a good habit of this, this is something you can do pretty much every time before you source a vehicle, before you get it into its garage. And once again, this isn't something you're going to have to use every single time. Just on the rare occasion where, like, you know, you accidentally run into a bunch of light poles, you flip your car, you know, you accidentally hit a gas station and you've got $9,000 or $10,000 or $13,000 worth of damage. It's a great way in which you can get rid of all it. You just have to be very careful at the end. You don't want to accidentally drive your car into the circle with $34,000 worth of damage. That would be a problem, and you'd have to pay that in order to get it fixed. But anyways, hopefully you guys found this video helpful. I know I did, and it's gonna save me a ton of money going forward because I'm a horrible driver and I crash my cars all the time when I'm sourcing. I mean, you guys probably see in the gameplay, every car I bring in has $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 worth of damage. So hopefully this helps you, and hopefully you learned a thing or two. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That would be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.